Alrighty, YouTube. Sorry it's been a little bit, haven't done a whole lot of work either. But, onto the steering arm stuff still. Worked on this. This is the old one. This is kind of like the rough sketch. I was going to kind of copy and paste that onto another piece from this same sheet of material here. So it's really fugly, apologize. But anyway, this is the original one. It's got the 4 bolts that mount to the hub. And what I was going to do was have a piece of metal coming off of this down to about here, and then another tab coming off to the side, and that's where the tie rods or the Heims joints would mount to it. So it kind of had an angle piece, and it probably would have worked, but this is also 1/4 inch, and I don't know, I don't think that's thick enough to be messed with steering, and thought about it more, and it's like, well, time to improve on this. So that's that. So here's what I came up with. There we go. That's a lot bigger. This beast is 1/2 inch thick. It's extraordinarily heavy for how small it is. And obviously that ain't going anywhere. If this bends or if this breaks, then I ran into a pole. Anyway, so I improved on this design a little bit. First of all, you can see that if you draw a straight line, it's kind of at an angle now. So it will be like this, coming down towards the front of the wheel. This is the passenger side. And then this is extended down to here. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take another 1/2 inch piece, and I'm going to cut a rectangular piece so that it can, or a rectangular hole in the middle of it, so that it can slide onto here, and then I'll weld all the way around it, and then it'll come off however far I want, and then I can drill the hole for the Heims joint. So it'll just be a 2-piece design, the main piece, and then this piece, and it's going to be welded all the way around, and I don't have to worry about relying on just the welds for everything, because as far as rotational goes, it'll have metal on metal as well. Well, no, yeah, obviously it welds metal, but you know what I mean. So, that's that. Let's bring it over to the car. I could show you. Okay, so you can see right there how it fits on there. I don't have the brake caliper on right now, it's just sitting there. But you can see how it fits on. I got it held on by those 2 pieces right there. And then the brake caliper bolts, I'm just going to get the highest grade bolts I can that are 1/2 inch longer in the same thread pattern and all that, so that'll be easy. And yeah, you can see how that goes, and you can see where that sits. For the steering arm, it'll be perfect. That's a solid unit, that's not going anywhere. And the space between here, the bottom bolt and that, is not much at all. So we're good there. So that's the steering arm update. I'm going to mock on the other side the same thing. And another thing I did was clearanced out this transmission tunnel, because we can in fact fit 3-inch exhaust in here, true dual. So you can see the gaping hole right there, and another one on that side all the way back. And then it comes underneath, obviously, through here, and then it's going to be true dual all the way back, 3-inch. So that's good for the amount of power I eventually want to make. But you can see the luxurious interior is more chopped up than ever. And next thing, we're going to be working on the transmission tunnel. That'll be cool. And then, of course, the steering arms, which I've mentioned 300 times that I'm going to finish. I'm going to try to finish, but the next update likely will just be kind of the next step in the steering arms, because I don't work on it a whole lot at a time. So, that's where I stand. So, yep, peace out.